Let's head up to Manchester, New Hampshire today. We are talking baseball with SNHU's Jorge Burgos. Currently, as we talk, he is the leader in the conference in both home runs and RBI. Jorge, thanks for stopping by. What has worked for you so well this spring?
Oh, first of all, I want to thank God for the opportunity to be here and you as well for receiving me. Um, I will say that's been working so well for me is my routine. I have a routine that I stick to it every day. I'll do every day no matter what, whether everything goes well or everything goes bad. Also the mental side of the game.
You hit 3 home runs last year. You've got 10 as we talk right now. What changed in your approach? Where did the power come from?
Um, I really work really hard on the off season with some swinging mechanics, the hips. I would say all my power comes from the hips. That's where I focus on the most when I'm on the games and my practice is everywhere. But also my approach, I would say the mental side of the game, like how I perceive failure. Like every time I fail is step closer to success. So one at bat that goes wrong is just a step closer for the next one to be a better one, you know.
I like that thought process. You talked about routine. Walk me through your routine. What do you do that gets you right for a game every day?
So for a game, I wake up, right? I always need to take a shower with some God song. I usually listen to the same song, like I have a playlist with some older songs that make me feel like, really motivated for the game. Then when I get to the field, I do just my hitting routine, the BP, feeling what I need to feel. And then I have a video that I need to watch every single time before a game.
What video do you watch? Is it like is it funny? Is it motivational? Is it something that just helps you think baseball?
It's actually a highlight of me having success in the past. So I love watching that video just to remind me that I can do it and what I can do, you know.
How does it feel right now to like you're driving in runs at such a high rate, you're driving the ball really well. What are you thinking when you walk up to the plate, game in and game out?
Well, when I'm walking up to the play, I try to bring confidence. Like in my mind, I just think that I'm the best. I'm the best. There's no way that I'm gonna fail right here. And I try to take that mindset every single time. Even when I feel the worst, I try to just act like I'm confident. Like they say, fake it till you make it.
You have made it so far this season. You guys, I want to get into how you got to Southern New Hampshire, but before I do that, I want to start with how this season started. There are not many people that get to play at Major League Baseball stadiums. How cool was it for you guys to open the year at Minute Maid Park and feel like the Houston Astros?
Oh man, that was an unbelievable experience. Just walking out to the field, seeing like everything, listen to the your name on the speakers, just something unbelievable. Um, is is a one-time opportunity, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
What was the best part?
I will say that I met Altuve. I met Altuve. I talked to Altuve, and I couldn't hide my emotions. I was like, oh my god, this is Altuve. This is Altuve. You know, it was just it was it was it was a great experience. It was really a great experience. Yeah.
You hit one out of that ballpark too. What's it like to hit one out at a big league stadium?
Um, I got two of them. The first one, it was a little like shocking. I was like, did he actually go out? I'm like, okay, okay, let's go. But the other one, I just saw the ball flying, and I don't even know how that happened. Like I just hit the ball hard, see it flying, and I'm like, okay, and it was great. It was amazing. It's just like an experience that you cannot like explain, you know. But it was an unbelievable experience.
This is your second year at Southern New Hampshire, correct?
Yes, sir.
You came from Highland Community College in Highland, Kansas before that. And then before that, you grew up in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Um, Walk me through that journey of how you wind up from the DR in Kansas, and then from Kansas to New Hampshire, and what that even like cultural transition has been like for you to make those kinds of big steps.
So from the DR, I got the offer to go to Highland. It was an offer that I couldn't let go by, you know. So once I was in Highland, the culture was a little, you know, a little different baseball. Like let's say the baseball here is a way more organized, like a way higher level. Um, Practices are way more intense, more team involved included. Um, then after 3 years of Highland, I came to Southern New Hampshire for my last 2, probably 3 years. I mean, it was easy because this is what I wanted. Like I always want to be in the baseball lifestyle, but it was also hard. Like the language was a really hard process. Like every time that I was here, we just like they've been saying stuff, and I'm like, huh? But um, it gets easier by the time, and it's just a great experience. It's a great experience.
How'd you learn your English once you got to the States? What helped you most?
Well, I took it a year back in the DR. Um, but I will say just speak it, just talk to people, and also Netflix. I used to watch a lot of Netflix, and I will play Netflix on English, and I will put the translator on English. So all that combined with I'm not afraid to talk, like I just speak whatever comes to my mind. I will say that's the biggest factor why I learned my English.
When did you first come across baseball back home in the DR?
I don't even remember. I was a little kid. Let's say I've been throwing little baseballs at home probably since I'm what 3 or 4 years old. But I've been playing baseball my whole life, so it's kind of hard to remember the first time that I grabbed a baseball bat.
What's the culture of baseball like in the Dominican? Because I feel like it's something that growing up you just do. Is that something that you just play as a kid?
Oh man, if you're a boy, you gotta play baseball. That's how it is down there. Like baseball is, if not the biggest thing in DR. Um, I'm telling you, every single boy got to play baseball in the DR. The baseball is so important for all of us. We play baseball along our lives till we make it to do something else. But it has to be the biggest thing back in the DR.
That's what I was gonna say. Like how big a deal, not just as a sport, but like how big a deal is baseball to life for a lot of guys growing up and playing?
Well, since in DR, baseball is like one of the ways for kids to get their family go through the tough situations. So baseball is being taken serious. It's been taken serious in DR.
Were there guys that like did you play with anybody growing up or have anybody come by growing up that had made it that were bigger names or that went on to become big league ball players?
Juan Soto. I
That's a
never
good
played,
one.
I never played with him, but we play like in the same baseball league. I know his little brother. I never like actually got to like see Juan Soto playing back in those days, but I know we were in the same league. Like I know some of his family, and then out of nowhere it was like, oh, Juan Soto signed with the Nationals. Wow, it's incredible.
When you look at what you've been able to do, especially just in the last year and see the growth that you've had, do you think about what is in your future for baseball or walk me through how you look at the game going forward?
I mean, it's been always my dream to make it to the next level. Um, I don't want to think about it right now, or I try not to think about it much. I would say that was one of my mistakes. Back in the days, like back growing up, maybe being here in the United States too. So I do want to play pro baseball. I work really hard to make that happen, but I will say I just pray to God to guide me to the journey, and if it's his decision, he's to bless me with the opportunity, I'll be more than happy.
Jorge, best of luck in that pursuit and in that chase. and certainly best of luck with the rest of the season this year. It's been great to watch you flourish this season.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the invite to the interview.